New developments in the child custody case we've been following since last June involving a local judge being looked at by the Judicial Qualifications Committee.
First, the Georgia Appeals Court said the judge misinterpreted the law when he denied a Columbia County mother custody. Then he said he would consider removing himself from the case because the mother's attorney says he was biased against her.
But according to court records, Judge Danny Craig didn't do that. Instead, he suspended all visitation rights of the mother in addition to admitting to secret communications outside the courtroom with the dad's attorney, which allowed the father to arrange the kid's removal from the state of Georgia. And the two independent custody experts on the case say the mom posed no danger to the children.
Our Nick Lilly has been following this story for us and joins us now in the newsroom with the latest update on the case. So Nick, what does the Guardian have to say about all this?
Wendy and Mike, Julie Aldrich, the most recent guardian ad litem on the case, who has 2 decades worth of experience with children. In this affidavit right here says the judge coordinated his plans with the father's attorney to remove the children from Augusta without the mom, the guardian herself, or the mom's attorney even knowing the kids were gone from school. Tonight, this Columbia County mother is revealing her face because she wants the community to understand what she calls injustice. In this September order, Judge Craig says her children's expression of being afraid and concerned to live with their mom was comparatively profound. But Judge Craig never presented any evidence in his order of physical or emotional abuse. And the Guardian ad litem says she never saw any either. Were you abusing the kids? Were you doing anything like that towards the children?
No, I was not abusing our children. We had a guardian. This was our second guardian ad litem, and she stated in her affidavit she actually spent more time with us than she did with any other family in her over almost 2 decades worth of working with families. And there was no concern by her.
Days after the most recent order, Guardian Julia Bloodworth filed an affidavit with the court. In it, she says, in all of my conversations with them, including many phone calls with the son, neither of the children ever acted or sounded as if they were afraid of their mother or concerned for their personal welfare at their mother's home. In addition, Bloodworth says it may have been the father who was manipulating them through the use of parental alienation, allegations the father's attorney denies. Bloodworth says she wasn't involved in the drafting of the order at all, which she feels may go against her contract and order written and signed by the very same judge.
The guardian who knew our family, she wasn't allowed to speak. Her opinion wasn't heard, and that was the whole point of her being assigned to our case so she could investigate what was really going on.
In the order, Judge Craig admits to calling one of the father's 3 attorneys days before the order was issued to make sure the father would be in Augusta for the execution of the order, which would allow him to remove the children to Ohio, denying the mom a hearing that's required under Georgia law. So the guardian ad litem didn't know, you didn't know, but only your ex-husband's side knew about it.
And Judge Danny Craig.
But Judge Craig signed a certificate of service swearing he'd served all parties with his order before filing it with the clerk's office. But the clerk's office timestamp shows it being clocked in at 11:50 in the morning. And Judge Craig's fax timestamp shows it didn't get sent to the mom's attorney until nearly 3.5 hours later. You'll notice this is Judge Craig's signature right here. And right here is your attorney's name, Miss Kathy L. Portnoy. But Kathy didn't get this filing before Beth Ann Smith, Jack Long, or Bobby Claridge. Is that right?
That's right. Our children were already gone out of school before my attorney was notified. We didn't know. We were the last to know.
That's right. The mom sent her kids to school, and she didn't know they were gone until they didn't get off the school bus.
Stunned, even though so much has happened. That didn't seem right at all. It's still shocking that it was this blatant.
Judge Craig says he can't comment on this case because it's an active one. But one of the attorneys for the surgeon ex-husband did agree to speak on the case during an on-the-record meeting at her Augusta law firm. She disagrees with the assertion her behavior is considered improper because during the phone call, the judge only said,
"Have your client here on a date certain. Tell me what date that is."
Claridge says she was not aware the judge didn't make the same phone calls to the mom's attorney.
I don't know that if he did or did not relate that to Ms. Portnoy.
I then asked if she knew the children were gone before the mom's side even knew. Claridge says she did.
I was aware that the order was issued. My client was told to pick them up and did so.
Now, upon further investigation into this case, we found in court documents that a previous psychologist guardian also hired by Judge Craig to determine custody for the same children in this case also recommended the children remain in the mother's care. Now, according to that final divorce order, though, in that case, Judge Craig also found that there was no evidence in favor of the mom, thereby totally denying the existence of that psychologist, which he had appointed. In the newsroom, Nick Ludley, WFXG, Fox 54.
Thanks, Nick. You need your first alert for